Goldstein?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. You are the loveliest realtor in Dallas County, and more importantly than that, you got me results. Too sweet, amazing woman you are.
Okay. I really appreciate those kind words.
Yep.
But let's tell everyone exactly how we met.
As I recall, I was a little tipsy in an elevator one day,
Yes, you
and
were.
I saw this really cute little woman, and it was you. And you introduced yourself to me because you were on the prowl, and I am like Mr. Magoo sometimes. And you said, you're a realtor. And I told you, I said, oh, that's great. I've got a listing for you. I have a house I want to sell. And then it was a brief conversation. You disappeared into thin air.
I didn't just disappear. The first thing I did was write down your name, correct?
Yes, you did.
I did. And the address
Yes.
of the house.
You look like a policewoman issuing parking tickets.
That's because I have to write everything to remember it at my age. But so I waited because you actually already had the home listed and I didn't want to interfere with that.
Yeah, I did have it listed, and I knew it was going nowhere. It was a big shot realtor with a big name, and I knew they were doing nothing, and I was getting frustrated. It was a great property, and I knew it was going to expire before any activity occurred, and I saved your card.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yep.
Now, fast forward, what, 2 months?
2 months later.
2 months later,
Right.
This guy walks onto the elevator.
Elevator again.
You
We
did.
love elevators.
Anyway, he walks in, and I can tell he's had a few.
Another time.
Yeah.
Live
another
again.
time.
Yeah.
You love your lunches.
I love my lunches.
Yes, you do. So anyway, I look at him and I go, I know you. You're Mr. Goldstein.
Mr. Goldstein, you called me.
I did.
And I thought, who is this creep calling me that old? I'm not that old, am I? With this gray Civil War beard. But then it was you. I remembered it was you. And what did I tell you?
You said, come with me. I put you on my calendar. He did. He put me on his calendar.
I saved your card. I expected that you would have come seen me sooner. You did not. I was disappointed. And then I told you I really needed a realtor, and you said, I am new. And I said, that's okay. I am old, and I need new and improved.
And I told you I would work very hard for you.
And you did.
All I know is it turned out great.
It turned out great.
We have had a great relationship. We've gotten this home that wouldn't sell for months.
Years.
Years?
Yeah, it was 2 years listed.
Oh my.
I told you, every call that comes in, you take it. Make the call direct to you. Go show it and tell them the virtues of this home. It was listed 2 months and you had it under contract.
You know why though?
Because of this. You want to know why? I think I read in a truck stop on a package of sugar, she who has a thing to sell and goes and whispers in a well is not as apt to get the dollars as she who climbs a tree and hollers. And climb a tree and holler you did. This nut went, let me tell you what she did. She goes down to the design district and she walks around handing out cards telling everybody, I've got a great house for sale. I mean, no realtor does that. They stick their sign in and wait for phone calls. Like fishermen, they throw out their hooks. This girl got in the water and swam towards the fish. And that's why Kim Risner sold my house, which the big realtors of town took 2 years, couldn't get any activity. She goes out there, gets a top dollar offer in less than 2 months, and we've closed that house. And Kim, I thank you for that. You are awesome.
So are you.
You. It's science.
No, you.
I had a great property. I had a great realtor.
I want to know more about this TV mogul of Dallas.
Who are you talking about?
I've heard rumors. I had no idea who I was dealing with. Because number one, I didn't look you up on the internet. And number two, I never watched the show that I eventually found out that you produced.
Oh, yes. I do produce a TV show.
And what is that?
It's called Cheaters.
Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
He's willing to throw away our entire family for a sin of the flesh.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like it. About it, and she said another verse.
What the hell is this? Who's this guy? This is my girlfriend, bro. I was gonna propose to you.
Cheaters.
Greco with cheaters. What's going on here, man? Joe Greco with cheaters. Can you explain what's going on?
You're gonna call cheaters and get our problems solved seriously?
Is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
How long have you been on the air?
15 years. It's been on longer than about every other show on TV except for maybe 11, 12, 13 shows. You can look it up. It's one of the longest running TV shows. I think we beat Bonanza, Lucy, Flipper, whatever. You know, I've been out there. I don't talk about it a lot because I'm kind of shy and bashful, and it's kind of like when you talk about my art, it's like I'm naked and you can see everything about me, but I've been very lucky and fortunate.
What was your background before the show?
Well, I was a lost youth, part of the 60s culture, and then I decided I wanted more for myself. I became a lawyer, and then after several years of lawyering, I looked in my closed file room one day and saw a bunch of boxes sitting around. I thought, I gasped, what's the word, gasp?
Yes.
I gasped for air and breath, and I thought, oh my God, when I die, that's all I'm going to leave here is a bunch of papers. So I got really creative, and I came up with this idea for a TV show. Everybody thought I was crazy. This was in '95, before there was anything called reality TV. And I left California with 7 contracts, and the thing's been on the air for 15 years worldwide. It's crazy, right?
It is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Honestly, I've only seen the show twice.
I've only seen it 3 or 4 times at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't like to watch your own
I
production?
don't. And so did that guy, I think his name was Herman Lewis. He was Grandpa in the Munsters. He said he'd never watched an episode, and I have rarely seen an episode of Cheaters. I do watch the ads. That's where the money comes from.
Ooh, I like that.
I know. I do too.
Talking about money, do you have other ventures that maybe you're into at this juncture?
Who have you been talking to?
I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. I mean, money seems to follow you. And you know me, I want money to follow me.
Well, I am an oil man. And if I say to you, I think I'm an oil man, I think you'll agree with me that I'm an oil man.
An oil man?
Oil.
O-I-L?
O-I-L.
Like, oh my oil.
Like, oh my oil, yes. Because every time the price of oil goes down, I put on Facebook, oh my oil.
I want to thank you so much for sharing today. Thanks for stopping by, and Dallas Entertainment Journal thanks you as well. And from Lifestyles and Homes of Dallas, thank you.
You are the loveliest, most successful realtor I know. Keep going.
Thank you.
You're going to be the Barbara Corcoran of Dallas County.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Let her know that.
I will.
Is she dead?
She calls me all the time.
Okay. All right.
To you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.